If you've always wanted to learn how to make colorful statement bracelets, here's how. Hey guys, I'm Katie, and today I'm going to teach you how to make colorful statement bracelets using the Jewel Loom. This is the Jewel Loom, and it was invented by Juliana Avalar, and it's a great tool because it makes bead weaving easy. Let me show you some of the bracelets that I've made and some that you can aspire to make after watching this video. All right, so let's go over the tools and supplies we'll need for this project. We're gonna need the Jewel Loom kit, which contains 2 jewel looms, needles, and these scissors. You will also need some Fireline or Wildfire. This is a black cord, 1mm leather, something to cut your leather with, beads. These are 6mm gemstone beads, and a button for your clasp. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna first show you how to set up your Jewel Loom. All you need are these 2 parts. To set up your loom, you will turn it this way, take this rod, insert it into the hole beside you, and then bend the tool and the rod together so that it makes the loom bow up. Give it a little test, make sure it's on there good. And then we are going to set up our warps with our 1mm leather. This loom is special because it has these 2 pegs on the back, which will save the material for us. Normal looms go all the way around, so you're wasting like half of your material. So this is a really inventive way that this loom works. So cut about, let's see, 2 yards of leather, and on one end, tie it around this peg securely. I usually do a double knot just to make sure. And this is the most important step of the project because if your loom isn't set up properly, you won't be able to get very far. So just make sure you take your time with this step. So you're gonna bring it up into one of the grooves. And this pattern is specific to the beads I'm using. So if you have different beads, you'll need to switch up your spacing, bring it up into one of the grooves and bring it across. You don't have to count yet. Bring it across. Oops. Under the peg, up, and then you're gonna skip 3 grooves. 1, 2, 3. Put your leather in that groove, bring it across, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, in that groove, flip it around under the peg, back up, skip 3, across, skip 3, flip it over, under the peg, back up, skip 3, across, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to turn it over and tie a knot around this peg. I'm just kind of tying knots where I can. Because before I definitely have had this knot slip out before, so just make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, so now we've tied our warp threads, and the next step is to take this metal rod out of the center. So to do this, you're going to kind of put it in front of you and just very carefully, I like to bend it against my body a little bit, pull that out, and now it's really nice and tight and ready for the next step. All right, so now I'm just setting up my beads, and I'm just doing a pretty simple pattern. I'm gonna be doing orange, pink, yellow, it helps to have a bead mat beside you because you're going to be using the needle, picking up beads, pulling them over. So now grab your needle and your fire line, your little scissors, and cut about the same length, cut about 2 yards. And thread your needle. And just fold it kind of like that over your needle. And to start, you're going to go working about 2 inches from the end, go under, over, under, over. And leave about a foot onto the left side. And then going back the other way, you're gonna go under, over, under, over. And pull it back. So that's really all you do to start that. I know that doesn't seem like enough, but that's all that you do right there. Then you bring your needle back underneath your loom, and then you start picking up beads. So put 3 beads on your needle, hold them under your loom like this, in between the spaces, and then pull your cord through. There's your tail. Don't let that get caught up in your work. So now it looks like that. And then you're gonna take your needle and go back through over the leather. You do it again, go under your loom, pick up 3. Hold them under the leather, and then take your needle, run it back through the beads and over the leather. And you just keep repeating this process over and over until you have your design. And I'll show you one more time. Underneath, go under your loom. Add 3 beads. Hold them under. And go back through. So I'm just gonna keep on doing that, and I'll show you guys how to finish your bracelet once you've filled up your pattern. Here you can see I've continued on with my pattern. I started with 4 orange, and then I did a light pink row, 3 dark pink, a light pink, 2 yellow, and then this is the middle segment of my bracelet here. And then I just repeated the pattern in opposite order. And the way that I measure length, I want my beads to be about 6 inches. And I'm gonna continue, I'm gonna add 3 more orange rows here. So it'll be about 6.5 inches of beads, which is fine, because once I tie my knots, it will be about 7.5 to 8 inches total, kind of like this. And just so you know, this is 27 rows of beads. So if you are using 6mm rounds, 27 rows is a good approximate length for you. So I'm just gonna add 3 more rows. And then we are going to be tying off our fire line cord, which basically we'll be weaving it back through the design and tying some knots. Okay, so now I'm done with my bead work and I'm going to figure out how to get rid of these ends. And to do that, I'm going to use my needle still, but I'm going to weave it back through my design a little bit. And this time I'm gonna go, instead of going over the leather, I'll go under the leather in that last row. And then I'm just gonna weave it back through 2 of the next row. And tie some knots here. This needle is really awesome because it's flexible and it's able to just get into those little spots. Just gonna tie 1 more there. And then go back through the last bead in that row. And then maybe I'll go through this row and then half of the next row and do it 1 more time. You can also use your hands to kind of push the beads up so you can thread your needle. So I came up through this 4th row, just in between a couple of beads, and I'm gonna tie a knot here. And this really is up to you. I might continue doing this 3 or 4 times, but for this one, I'm not. You can do it. You can tie this off as much or as little as you desire. I think usually the more the better, but this is how I'm gonna do this one. So go through the last bead of that row, and then I'll show you how to cut your cord on this side. I'm gonna come through 2 beads here and just out here in the middle somewhere. So I just came out through those beads here, and with my little scissors, I'm going to just cut there. And then on the other side, we will do the same thing, and I'm just gonna put my needle on this side. So you're just gonna thread your needle on the end of the cord on the other side and kind of just pull it. Remember where we started all the way over here? We are going to push that down and then just thread back through like we did the other side. So maybe you want to go down 3 rows this time and then come back through the center of another row. It's kind of just up to you where you want to tie it off. And then I'm gonna come through 2 and then cut my cord. But of course, if you want, you can keep going through and knotting as much as you want. This is kind of a scary part. This is where we cut it off of our loom. And if you've done all your tying properly and your weaving properly, it shouldn't be a problem. So flip it over, grab your cutters, and just cut. And now they're all gonna stay in place and we can start tying our clasp on. And I've just laid this here so that you can see what I'm doing, the style of closure that we're gonna be doing here. Go ahead and cut those loops open. And we're gonna tie 4 knots, just overhand knots on each end. Like that, and then flip it around, same over here. And then on one side, we're going to just tie a plain knot. Make sure the space is going to be big enough for your button to fit through. So tie all 4 of those in a knot. And then here you will put the ends through one side of your button. Like so, and then you'll tie an overhand knot right here. And the last thing is just to trim off those ends here. And you are done. Your imagination is the limit with this design. You can use any beads, any pattern. The possibilities are endless here. So I can't wait to see what you come up with. Let's go back over the materials that we used for this project. We used the Jewel Loom and our Jewel Loom needles. We used our scissors and our cutter, 6mm beads, fire line, 1mm leather, and of course our little button clasp. If you need any of the items we used today, check out the links in the description below. What kind of beads would you use in your loomed bracelet? Let us know in the comments, and while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. So now that you know how to make a bracelet on the Jewel Loom, you can say, I made this.